Oh, we're gonna need more horsies. We need more horsies.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lucore Automotive, and as you can see behind me, we have the boosted Lexi. And as you can see, we're taking it apart. Because somebody is a bad boy. But, because it's 2020 and the race car slash show car season is a bit postponed, what better time to do a little bit of much needed maintenance than now? Well, as you can see, the disassembly has been completed. There's your boosted Lexi, and there's the boosted part. Didn't really plan on taking this car apart anytime soon, but that's what happens sometimes. So why did we take this car apart? Well, if you look on the valve covers here that are supposed to be beautiful and white and pretty, see that? This is what happens when a $4 part goes bad and costs you $4,000. So essentially what happened, and I'll give you a shot here as best I can. Somebody was out having a good time and doing some Christmas burnouts and blew a gasket on the turbo to the header. And I'm going to try to show you. See that right there? That header gasket to turbo is basically missing. From the other side, basically missing. So what had happened was he blew a gasket and was basically spitting flames in the engine bay out of the turbo base onto the engine. Well, the problem is there's wiring that's in that general area. So if you look at said wiring, it's a bit cooked. You can see that. Wiring didn't fare too well. What's even worse is the wiring that went above the turbo in the engine bay. As you can see, that wiring loom is pretty well fried. And then you get over to this part here. And that is a problem. So this is the body harness. This is where it runs from the IS300 in the back. And as you can see from the soot on the wall, that's also where the exhaust leak was. And above that, you can see wiring for the O2 sensor. If we go up here, you see that shiny plastic there. That is, again, another piece of wiring loom that was heated and melted. So a couple of months ago, Kevin called me and said, oops, I broke it. Yes, Kevin, yes, you did. But that's what happens when you have fun in toy cars. So we've got a lot of work to do. A lot of it is going to be repairing wiring issues. This is the first time we've had this car really in since we built it for any kind of major surgery other than oil changes, literally the only thing we've done to it. So we're going to use this opportunity while it's in here to replace the $4 paper and metal gasket that's underneath this turbo with probably a carbon composite gasket. Less chance of it blowing out under high temps or high pressures. We're going to repair all the wiring and clean up all the little bits that have been covered in soot. And figure out a better solution to protect the wiring in the engine bay from heat and meltage. So these are things you unfortunately learn usually when you break things is what's the weakest link? Well, okay, apparently it's a $4 gasket getting blown out and melting a bunch of stuff that's expensive and a pain in the neck. Otherwise, everything seems to be in good working order. We don't really have any more problems. There's not any major oil leaks. There's not any kind of anything we got to really worry about. Transmission's doing great. Everything else is perfectly fine. So there's the heart of the boosted Lexi. It is what it is. Sometimes you break things. So one of the other things we're going to get done when we have this apart is we're going to send off the intake manifold and the intercooler piping to get powder coated. So all this stuff here, intake manifold, and your boost pipes and all that fun stuff, those are going to go to a gentleman here locally to do powder coating. So it'll be nice and pretty when it goes back together again. So we have a few hours of rewiring to do. We're also probably going to take care of some new brakes while we've got it in the shop. And we will show you guys that process as we go. Just giving you a little update on the boosted Lexi, and it's currently back in surgery. But, like I said, the fun car season and race car season is unfortunately delayed this year. So, hey, you know what? We're not missing anything. Anyway, just a quick little update on the boosted Lexi. I want to let you guys know what's going on. We will be able to show you a lot about this because we never really filmed this when we first built it. So if you have any questions about this process, or if you want to see anything specifically while we have it apart, how we did something or what we could do better, or if you have anything that you want to see us do with this car, please drop it in the comments. Let us know what you think. And as always, give us a like. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. You'll see the boosted Lexi as well as many other projects and vehicles. You'll see something about that guy here very shortly. And there's our code 504 frame, which is for that 53 Chevy truck. And then we also have the Tim's Enthusiast Garage Esprit build that we're getting ready to start. So lots of stuff going on here at Lucore Automotive. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.